Hey everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I am Bob, and this is the third episode in a set of 5 that I am doing this weekend. We just arrived here at the beginning of a new turn. I want to check something because I forgot to look at the end of the last episode. Some of you may have been wondering. Okay, fortunately that Chthonic Guardian did not rebel from this army at the end of that last turn. I'm going to get everybody into the snow as soon as I can and finish building. Oh, there's always something being a little pain in the butt. He can make it as far as this bridge, and I think these guys can actually make it a bit farther. They stay on the road, so their army is neutral again, as long as they don't step into volcanic terrain. And this guy is probably going to have to... Well, I could build one more road, and then he's going to need to come back. So let's, I'm gonna send these guys in here. There's just a bunch of grumpy halflings in the volcano. So I think we can start our episode off by just picking on them. We'll do manual combat. And cause some trouble. Now, unfortunately, this guy is gonna fumble all over the place, and I just have to expect that. But as long as I play defense, I should be fine here. These halflings aren't going to get lucky. We'll just let that guy charge whoever he would like to charge. Oh, I meant to try to fix the unit movement speed. Set that to fast. I don't know why that's on slow. I'll just mash right-click throughout the episode, I guess. I'm gonna attack you first because I have a chance to stun you, although it didn't proc, which is too bad. I'm going to also go here, I think. I'm gonna maybe defensive strike the farmer. Well, you actually did full damage, not bad. I'll leave you on defense. Put your shield up. Alright. Now he's stunned. Just finish him off, please. You are completely out of movement. They don't present any real threat to him. I will go ahead and have the knight. Actually, I'm gonna have the knight defend. He's a little beat up. You won't kill him. Did a lot of damage to him, but they didn't kill him. That's all that really matters here. Yep, he should be safe now. That guy just falls over and dies. Alright, that little problem is solved. We'll move up. Let's see, just some wandering animals. They don't present any real threat. I'm going to go ahead and build this road here. But then I'm going to back him up to probably this spot. If the animals come down, I'll bring them all the way down with that army, because that also acts as like neutral morale for everybody else. It's like having another unit in there to balance out the army morale because the builder's morale is high, so that actually might be handy. We'll wait one turn and then continue on with their little journey next time. Alright. Yala Wolf can discuss an alliance proposal. Become a vassal under my protection, please. That would be great. And look at all those fertile plains that I can now convert. Do not intern. We need to sow salt because it's Tigrans. And I think that's all I can get. Just probably need to just remember to do that anytime a new city can ally itself. This city here, I think I probably will incorporate into my empire on this turn, but I believe what I was going to do was wait for these guys to come up and make sure this area is secured, which shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna just send everybody after them. That's a probable victory. I guess since it's probable, I think I'm worried about the prospector dying here, and I don't really want him to die. Everybody else should be fine, but I'll manual this just to make sure the prospector doesn't die, because he's a gold generator, and there's a lot of dirt up there to dig, I think. Everybody else, though, is not going to fare well here. Yeah, you just stay back, man. Actually, just all the way back in the corner there, please. Eagle can come down here. It's going to wing beat something, so it always does. I'm going to form into more of a V shape, and then when the eagle flies in, I can surround it and flank it a bit easier. Unless it, of course, goes to the very edge and does the absolute opposite of what I was hoping it would do. Ah, well, I don't really know what I was expecting. Okay, hit him with a hammer, please. Ow, those guys actually did a lot more damage to that first one than I was expecting. Well, we can't be having that. They do have killing momentum, I forgot about that, so that makes things a little easier for me. I can kind of guard the other guy, guard his flank at the very least. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to kill him. Move you up here, pick on the farmer, you here, pick on him, and the prospector, I guess, can move up a little bit now that the eagle's taken care of. I do love killing momentum. And there we go. While I'm here, I'll take a quick peek and see if there's anything cool in the inn. Nothing I really want right now. I mean, the big beetle could, you know, dig stuff, but it's not. It would take a long time to make up for that upfront cost. Okay, this seems to be clear and secured now. I'm going to keep moving these guys this direction just because I want to see what's out here. But I feel pretty safe about incorporating this city. So I think it is time for you to join my empire, and that gives me one more Naga city to start upgrading towards making some really good matriarchs. Speaking of which, is my other one still building stuff? I feel like I may have put it on produce merchandise at one point and forgotten about it. No, it is. It is. Okay, good. Still doing what it needs to be doing. War has grown into a village. Okay. That just means more salt, actually. Yeah, because I can't have them join me yet. So, spellbook. Get more of that. And that. Spend mana as fast as I possibly can. Just do something with it. Domain of Life is researched, and guys, I know everything now. I'm a know-it-all. I've got it all done. There is no more research to be done. Great Temple is done here. Still working on the Grand Palace. I forgot I didn't have it in this city yet, but it's almost done, so. City is at 783. I am going to, again, hurry production on this because I think it's worth it just for those extra casting points for 2 turns. I'm willing to drop 100 gold on that. And see, this city join offer, I've got to say no. This dwarf city just finished its Grand Palace, so that's good. And I think more likely than not, I'm just going to let this one sit the way it is now. There's a lot of structures in there that I haven't cleared yet. I'm kind of okay with that. I don't really care. I'll get around to it eventually, I'm sure. But for now, I think this is one we can just put on produce merch and forget about. It'll contribute casting points for the rest of the game, and that's primarily what we need. At this point, even if they disjunct Age of Magic, I'm still going to be able to summon a unit almost every turn, a tier 4. Did I remember to... Oh no, because last turn I was out of magic, that's right. Because of the critical disjunction shenanigans. The Mana Vault, I did queue, but I think I'm going to switch that to the Magic Academy. And I'll probably queue the Mana Vault after that. But I might go straight into Draconian Apprentice production at that point. Still working on upgrading this city, which is kind of, again, this is another one that's sort of off by itself. I think the, you know what, I might turn the dwarves around and go back and start using them to clear some of the stuff in the cities kind of behind. I'd also like to see, the dwarves would be great for dealing with those sphinxes, so I think that may be what I end up using them for. For now, we'll do a Master's Guild here, which will get it up to 125, which is kind of a tipping point in terms of production. And then I'll just throw Public Baths, Temple, Laboratory in there. Just a bunch of random stuff. Alright, and great news. All of Zari's items are done. So I'm going to send this off to her, if I can find the dang thing. Oh wait, hang on. Gotta get the guy on the city first. And then click this, send that to Zari, I believe is what I want to do. I'm going to double check Zari. First off, I got to make sure she's got enough room for all this stuff. Second, I think I can get her a little closer. The spiders moved up there. Okay. I kind of just want to kill them so they're not running around causing trouble. I think Zari could do that. Anyway, what's her weapon loadout looking like? I think I do want the lifesteal over the 4 melee strength, probably. That is a great weapon, but I want other things more. So we'll close that. I'm going to focus on moving Zari first before dealing with all those items. We're going to start by getting rid of these spiders. And we'll let the Node Serpent do that because they have tons of movement. Very likely victory. I can probably auto-combat this unless I get crazy unlucky. We'll play it safe. Oh, I forget, she's got Divine Justicars. I don't really need to be so worried about this stuff. Well, that's okay. It allows me to focus XP on the snake. I'm going to leave units that are maybe more vulnerable to being webbed up front. And try to keep the snake out of it so that he can attack things. Zari can use Touched by Faith. I'll just go ahead and use that on the snake, or the Node Serpent, and see what they do. I think most likely they'll try to web the Node Serpent and the bear. Okay, there you go. You got your web. You happy? I want you out of the way. I want the snake to go after the big guns here. They'll most likely get a free hit on the bear, but I'm actually fine with that. I'm going to sprint you. Get you behind that spider. That's an instant kill. Okay, cool with that. I'll move up here, heal the snake. And then they will attack the bear, but I'll just heal the bear and then kill the spider with the snake. And he gets another level. Suppose it's still worth doing manual combat to focus XP like that. So much easier to level these snakes once they hit that threshold. Okay, Zari's army is going to be good enough here pretty soon that they can kind of that I don't need these guys anymore. So this is going to be a separate kind of exploratory army that should be good enough to deal with small to medium-sized bandits. The one thing that could still get them in trouble is like a full stack of Archons, but they can see very far. See, like something like that, they could probably handle. Well, maybe. I forget there's undead in here that can't heal themselves. Maybe not so much, actually. May have to switch out some units. Anyway, for now, let's get Zari back to a point that I think she's closer to all the cities making items, except for possibly the capital. She's actually very close to the capital here. Actually, she's almost right underneath. Yeah, this city, that item actually should go to her on this turn. It'll take 2 turns to get to her. Dang, that's too bad. Oh well. We'll send it off anyway. She's practically right under this city, so the stuff here can get to her on the next turn. Yeah, and then I think this one, maybe 1 turn. No, it's still 2. That's okay. I think that's about as close as she's going to be. We'll just get all that stuff sent to her. We'll put these people on camp status here for item production. I actually probably need to review my item production. I might do that in between this episode and the next one before the end of the turn. That may be one of the last things I do on this turn. So she's got the Node Serpent, the Bear, the Shock Serpent, the Nightshade Fury. We'll add one of the flyers to Zari's army. I think would be a good fit. And maybe we will swap out, because these guys cannot heal themselves. So I need different units to go with them. And one of them might be the spiders. So if Zari comes back this way, I can bring the Node Serpent along. We'll add, probably, I would say the Champion 2, the better flyer, can go with her army. So that's Zari's army for now. It's eventually, I think a Chthonic Guardian will replace the flyer, most likely. Which leaves these guys with 2 slots, so we'll send, I think, maybe the weaker spider out there to go train. The stronger one can stay with Zari. You guys need to find your way back to the Necro, or to Zari, who can heal you. Although I kind of want Zari's army to not be babysitting undead. Zari's eventually going to have one of the most powerful armies that I have in this game. For now, let's have this builder guy build his road right there and keep building maybe a couple more spaces. Go right through the Lich Temple. Make sure he's got enough space to come back. Okay. So he can come back, and then Zari's army can make it onto this structure now. And with Divine Justicars, this battle shouldn't be too bad. I'm just gonna try to get in the habit of quick saving before every single battle. Very likely victory. I think that I can auto this one, but I'm going to wait until Zari's items show up, I think, before I start autoing stuff with her. She's died 1 too many times, and I don't feel like taking chances. She doesn't have all her good items yet, so she's not quite OP at this point. Plus, like I said, still want to stack XP on that snake until it evolves. Speaking of the snake, I'm going to give it a resistance buff. Alright, let's try to just spread everybody out in weird ways to make sure that I don't get group lasered, although I almost inevitably will anyway, because that always happens. I think the Nightshade Fairies are immune to fire, so they don't actually have to worry about that. They're immune to a lot of stuff. I'll put this bear here. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll put this guy here, kind of offset with the bear. put this snake here. Sort of offset him. There, I think I've set this up to where they really can't multi-hit anything. As far as I know. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think they can multi-hit anything here with their lasers. The fairy is on fire. The fairy who is immune to fire is on fire. Okay, so they want to pick on the bear, huh? Oh, we'll just run him away. Did that actually damage the fairy? Nope, she is on fire, but she does not care. That's funny. They do not have fearsome yet, right? That's a gold rank. Oh, they have that cause fear. They get fear strike at gold rank, okay. Don't need to worry about that yet. Nice kill. I'm hoping you guys can do the same. The bear needs to back off. Oh, sorry, heal him up. You've got killing momentum, so let's make use of that. Maybe kind of help out that node serpent a bit. Again, with Divine Justicars, it does not matter if anyone dies, as long as Zari is still alive when they do. Panic my stuff, that's annoying. Alright, well, I don't think I can... Oh, I can get all the way out there and break control, okay. Bear versus Panther. I think Bear wins. Alright, this is gonna hurt you more than it hurts me. I might... Yeah, I'm gonna go for the flank on this Sphinx here. Or actually, I could... Oh, that one's stunned, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll just flank that one. Could you please stop burning the bear? Alright, I'm gonna give this thing some more healing. Up, yes, you leveled up. Alright, cool. And goodbye. Yada's rags. Blight protection, more defense. It's actually a pretty good item. Might be nice for the Warlord. If I remembered what the Warlord was currently wearing. But the research is basically useless. I'm sure I can craft armor for the Warlord that's probably more useful. I'm gonna sell this, I think. Yeah. I can craft armor with what I'm pretty sure would have more useful effects. Okay, I can make it as far as that space with Zari's army. So we'll go here, and then I want to check my items here. So her inventory is kind of a mess right now, but as stuff comes in, I'll just swap it out. She did get her nourishing meal. Oh, I forgot I have that now. Okay. Ulnolthep has a hospital. Great Temple is next, and I need the Great Temple to finish. So we'll queue a Mana Vault after that, but we'll then most likely switch it to a Grand Palace. I'm getting a Grand Palace like almost every turn now. This is amazing. Okay, Magic Academy is in queue next. I've already set that up. Master's Guild is done here, and we can do a hospital next in 2 turns, which is good. And then we'll throw the laboratory and the shrine. Actually, the shrine first, and then the laboratory, since anything that gives research is practically useless at this point. And it looks like it's going to be largely the same thing for this city, although they could use the storehouse first. Then we'll do the observatory is still useful because of the domain range increase, but I think I'll still opt for the shrine first. Yeah, some setup like that'll be fine. Want a Master's Guild here. Actually, this city I think could benefit more from having public baths first, because they are at 540 and I want to boost their happiness to above 600. Then we'll do the Master's Guild, then we'll do the temple. A lot of my cities needed orders. Okay, so the cities that are here, I'll have to come back to them because I need more items, and I'm not entirely sure. I sort of want to figure out who needs what items. Well, actually, never mind. I've got a shopping list written down, basically, so I may as well make use of that. So we need Fear Strike, Fearsome, Tireless, and Defender for Zari. That's all done, although I don't know if I ever got her Defender. Did I get her a shield? Possibly Projectile Reflection, I think is what I have written down. Oh, she's already got a Defender item, so yeah, that's done. I actually like her shield. Yeah, her shield's fine, so Zari is basically set. The Warlord needs Fearsome and possibly Defender and Defensive Strike. If I can get Defender and Defensive Strike. But the Warlord also just got Pounce, so it doesn't need Defensive Strike as badly. It still would be useful. It gives him another thing to do. But I think primarily, a Fearsome item. We need a Fearsome headgear for the Warlord. So that's something I can do now. And I basically have 2 cities that can make items at this point. Let's go check what he's got at the moment. He's got a helmet that's giving him less vision but +4 defense. Yeah, we can do better than that. We can give him a Fearsome helmet, which I think I will craft here because I believe this city is the faster of the 2 at forging items. I believe Fearsome is only on helmets, if I'm not mistaken. His Defender, what else did I have written down for him? Possibly Defender and Defensive Strike if I can get those. I don't remember for sure. I don't see Defender in here, but I think that would... I know Defender would normally be on... I know it can go on chest armor, so apparently you can't get Defender. Defensive Strike is something I'm pretty sure you can get, but I'm also pretty sure that's on melee items, and he's already got a pretty good melee item. I could give him Shield. He's got Tireless already. I don't see Fearsome on anything else, unless it can go on a shield. I wasn't really looking. Okay, Fearsome can go on a shield, so it's kind of a question of, is his shield better? I think his shield is better. Let me pop back over to him real quick. I think he's got that Frost Aura shield, yeah. Yeah, he's got a really good shield. So I think the helmet is the thing that I want to replace. So we'll go here, go back to the forge item, and go to helmets. Fearsome on there for 4. We can throw in +1 vision range on top of it, because why not? And we'll call it the... Which one looks cool? Okay, this works. This just makes me think of, this reminds me of Monty Python. We'll just call it Monty's helmet. Reminds me of the Black Knight. I think that actually might be what they're trying to reference here. Okay, so we'll get that item ready to go for him. What else do we need? We've got a nourishing meal. I think I still need more of those. Iggy may already have one. What I have written down here is order 3 more, 2 more if Iggy has one. So I want to check through my heroes and make sure I'm building the right amount of those. Zari has 1. I know because she just got it on this turn. Iggy has 1. Artica does not. So I need 1 for her. Yeah, she does not have nourishing meal. The druid gets it naturally. The warlord still needs it. And Iggy has 1. So Iggy and the Necro was the other one I looked at. He's got 1. So I need 1 for the warlord. Yes. I need 1 for the warlord and my sorcerer. That we can do pretty easily. So go back to Borndal and forge item. We'll just throw in nourishing meal on one of these. Find out where the picnic basket is. We'll just call it food. This works. And I will queue 2 of those. That'll keep these cities busy for a couple turns, and then I can figure out what else I need next. Gotta keep it as icon that I recognize. I'm getting really creative here with my names here, guys. So we're producing food at an arcane forge in Borndal. All right. Now that I've sorted that out, I'm going to quick save again so I don't have to do it again. But we're burning through that list of needed items pretty quick. I think that's going well. We got the kitty collar done, produced enchanted armory here, so we're making elf longbows now, which means I probably need to set a waypoint for these guys. I'm going to most likely be producing these guys every turn for a while. I'm not going to put them on infinite production. I'll probably keep queuing them 6 at a time until I decide I no longer need them. But the rally point is a good question. I don't know where they need to go right now. I think maybe... I was thinking either this western front over here, or maybe somewhere more centralized like this elf city here. I think they could be useful in either location. This elf city, there is stuff that could help clear for the halfling city that's kind of nearby, but there is also the boneyard somewhere. Maybe I took care of that one, unless there's another one up here. I think for now, I'm going to set the rally point for these guys to, like, probably this road crossing right here. And then we'll figure out where they go from there. Alright, Moorholm has grown into a metropolis. Actually, you know what, it makes more sense to just put them in the city. Just in case something were to fly by and cause problems. So I'll just put them in the city, or at least right next to the city, and they can defend right there. And then they could go either way as they need to, depending on what the circumstances are at that time. I'll probably let them build up in groups of 6 to try to avoid some of the excessive micromanagement that I was doing in the last series with Mogwai's group. I used to barely ever remember to quick save it, and now it's become like a habit. Okay, so, yep, that guy's got his nourishing meal. And now that he has it, I can fight a little more stuff here without worrying so much. Let's get this cleared first. So somebody with, well, actually, I guess it would be you, but you move the fastest. We'll take this out. This is going to be another potential Goblin City spot down here, I think. In fact, I may want to start building another Goblin Settler. I think I'll let the Grand Palace finish in that Goblin City, but I'll build the Settler after that. Alright, we got a whole bunch of stuff bearing down on me. I want to try to make use of healing in this battle, so... Especially now that I have the Nourishing Meal item, which I apparently need to move closer to the front of the list, because it's not showing up in his easy access abilities there. that elephant can come fight, I would say, put the Phantasm Warrior up front. It's welcome to go around him if it would like, but it would take an attack of opportunity. And these guys should go back here. I'm going to start denouncing things as heretics because I can, if the range is long enough. I think it's like curse level range. Yeah, it's pretty long. How about the shaman? You're a heretic because I said so. Take the elephant too. Well, that's certainly not very nice. Alright, well, this is going to hurt. I could actually try converting some of these guys, but I don't know really which ones that one thing I want to convert is the shaman, and it's, well, it's mind control immune. I'm gonna get the I'm gonna, wait, these guys, they do not have killing momentum yet. Alright, I'm gonna move these guys here and do this. I have a well, hang on, I got a 50% chance to petrify that monster hunter. Maybe I want to do that. You can use these guys to go after the shaman. There we go. That at least gets him off of me. We'll do a petrifying gaze on them. It did not work, unfortunately. You guys can actually just go hit him. It's just an archer. And then I think it's time for my Necro to get in on the action here. He's got 13 defense. He's not at all soft. He's gonna end up with more cool stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna put him here on defense and just put pressure on these guys. Glad throw net didn't work. Hey, could you maybe stop trying to break my stuff? It's getting annoying. Oh, well, I'm gonna have an elephant next turn. Let's see. Let's get rid of him. And then you can pretty easily snipe that archer. I got an idea. Double petrify chance here. Got it. Okay, good. That gives me a chance to heal. Because I got that nourishing meal buried in his abilities somewhere. And it definitely needs to be used right now. Nourishing meal. Well, it's actually... Actually, the Necro's got so many abilities, no matter what way I arrange my items, I don't think it's going to show up. That's okay, I guess. We'll just kill those guys. Alright. Well, okay, that's new. I've never seen that happen before. The teleporting elephant. Sure, I'll take the free fairy reward. And you are also on the... Can I... Gosh, you know what? It's going to take so long to run both of those units around. And I don't have anything in this group that can dig, and I won't until his beetle shows up, which granted is in one turn, but I still don't really want to open up this back path because of the potential for something sneaking down to a vulnerable goblin city. So no, I'm going to just disband both of these units. There is no reason to keep them. Especially the undead one. Sorry guys, I should have just sold the fairy for gold. These guys are going to be a little bit tougher, but the reward should also be a little bit better. It's a probable victory. I might not walk out of this without losing anything, but I'm gonna give it a shot. This Necro army is possibly among my weakest. They just don't really have a lot going for them. I might actually have to try... You know what? I'm going to try to convert some of those big beetles in this one. Would really like to have some of them, because then they could tunnel, and this army is in desperate need of some better, higher tier units. Alright, you can back up and heal. I'm going to give some healing to... or undead healing to this guy. They didn't charge me, so at least I got time to sort of get everyone settled before the fight breaks out. We'll go to nourishing meal, give that to you, and then start moving everyone forward. Oh, you know what? I gotta remember, these guys can also buff stuff, so I'll probably buff, I think I'll buff him, and I'll buff him. And then I can start marking things as heretics. This might actually get them to charge me. If it does, then that's a useful trick to remember that I can do. Also, I can curse. Forgot to do that. Very, very rude. Are you a heretic? Yes, you are. Again, just because I said so. I think I'm going to go ahead and try the conversions now. Though this guy I would really like to have back off before that happens. I can use this guy to make the conversions more likely, but then he can't actually attack if the conversion doesn't work. So I think I'm just going to take the 50-50. Okay, good, I got it. That lets this guy back off. And I think I'll try to convert something with him on maybe the next combat round, but for now, the front line's a little too dangerous, so I'm going to pull him back. I'll let this guy run around. I'm going to have my Necro probably go front and center and just defend. Same thing with this guy. Especially you should probably go pick a fight with that warg. Oh, I forget they've got overwhelm. Okay. Maybe I can petrify one of these guys. Higher chance on him, but failure anyway. I'll just move. I'm just gonna move him here. They both got overwhelmed, which is somewhat concerning. I'm going to hope this guy comes, because he could really come a long way around and cause trouble. I might actually just move this guy here to block him entirely. And that's a short enough distance that he can't build up a charge either. That's about as good as it's going to get here, I think. Okay, they are going for him, but the Necro's got that lifesteal. That's going to help him out. I like how some of my heroes I call by name, and the other ones, like this guy, is just the Necro. I don't ever call him Karnak. Zari, you know, I know Zari's name, but Karnak, we're not on a first name basis, I guess. Alright, what's next here? Karnak's out of action points, and his health is a little low. So I don't want to do anything stupid. Also, this guy can't really get through to the front line. I want to probably try to convert something else here before everything is dead. And I think it's going to be that big beetle with more health, so I have to move this guy all the way up to do this. Nice. Well, that helps significantly because then I can just hit him. You can go here and finish this one off. This guy can go here, and instead of Doom Gaze, I'm just going to start hitting this thing. This guy can heal. Then allowing you to finish him off. And I'm going to come out of this with 2 more big beetles. I might have to start disbanding some of my undead that that are just taking too long to heal. I think the Necro's army might only have a very small number of undead in it, and it'll probably be these evangelists, because they can heal other units and convert things if I need them. Speaking of healing, heal him. And you may as well try a petrifying touch. I might be able to get him some more XP. I could always raise a cadaver. That's XP. And I think they're still petrified for a turn. I'd prefer to stack XP on my leader, or on my hero for this one. Can you control it, or can curse? Even if it fails, I don't care, just do something. There we go, he leveled up again. I've been kind of wanting killing momentum on this guy for a while, so I think I'll work for that too. Alright, that's pretty cool. Added 2 goblin big beetles to the army, which are going to be handy, especially considering I'm fighting underground. We got the Dread Monkey Mask, which causes fear. I don't really like either of these items. That's all getting sold. I very rarely ever actually use Cause Fear. I just would prefer to get things like Fearsome and Fear Strike, so it just does it passively. I think we've still got time for a little bit more this episode. And let's see, how are you guys doing? You're pretty dang beat up, but you're hanging in there. I think this army needs to drop. Okay, I like the guy with Doom Gaze. I want to keep him around. He's a very unique unit. And I think I want to keep the evangelists around. I would have preferred to have the human evangelist, but he died. The flyer, maybe... Oh, these guys can't... You know what? These guys can't move anywhere anyway. And this one is useless. So I'm just going to disband him. I literally just got him for the XP. He has Invoke Death now. Or can get Invoke Death now. I kind of sort of want him to just have Undying, because I've been putting him in some somewhat risky situations. So I think I'm just going to wait and get Undying. I'd rather have that first, I think. Unless I can get both anyway. Hang on. I've got 6, I'll have 11 next turn. Undying takes 8, Invoke Death is 5. So yes, I would need to wait. And then I guess it's just these few little things here. This is a very likely victory. I'm gonna auto this. I'm a little worried about the Necro. Hang on, with the Node Serpent and guys that do ice damage. No, I can't auto this. If he dies, that would screw up everything down here. And there's 2 things that do ice damage, which my Necro is weak to. So yeah, I think autoing would be a bad decision in this case. Also, I think I almost forgot to turn off spells in auto combat again, so that would have also wasted some mana. Alright, I want you to have more... faith. I want you to have more faith. Actually, I want you to have more health. Do not try to freeze my crap. Alright, well they can basically just lock themselves in an endless battle. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do, just drain his action points. And I can keep him healed with the other guy. These guys in the back, they don't explode, do they? The lesser ones don't. No. Okay, so fly back here. Get a good hit in on him. Their physical defense is going to be what ruins them here, I guess. Yeah, just get rid of him, please. You can swap... Actually, no. This is fine. Give him Touched by Faith and heal him again. There's not a lot else they can do here. I'm going to try to curse the guy in the back, and we'll end the turn there. Froze my eye. Yep, can't convert the elementals. Could true res them though. But then I'd have to spend time leveling them up. I don't think it's really worth it. Maybe I'll try to web something. I'll go after that penguin, I think. Because it's kind of pressuring my... Or I could try this. Petrify. There we go. You know what? I got a fun idea. Let's denounce you as a heretic. Then move this guy all the way around for a nice, good flank hit. Should kill him. This guy can flank him a few times. The snake can't do much to my beholder, or whatever it's called. Who apparently now needs health. The penguins I'll finish off last, I guess. Right now, I want these guys out of the way. Yeah, this is what I want. Come down here, get nourishing meal. Feed the frozen eyeball, whatever that means. And you're still devout, so you've got pretty good damage output on this thing. And the penguin is all that is left. Okay, you got more healing that I can spare. I guess that'll go to this guy. And then on the next combat round, I can finish him off. Unless I want to try to web him. I could do that. I do have webbing touch on this guy because he's got a spider, so... Did not work. Alright, well, you've sealed your fate. Oh, never mind. You're petrified. So I can give it a little more time because I'm going to get another healing charge back on these evangelists soon. And I can use that healing on this guy, which allows him to use Curse. Actually, I've already used Curse this battle. He can reanimate the undead. Stare those penguins to death. Alright, well, you know, his army... He's over on the other side of the wall again. Well, that Necro army actually did a decent enough job. It took a while to clear all that stuff. I can't just crash through everything in auto combat with his army yet, and I still have to be careful in manual. But they did well enough, and I can send them up here now and have them meet up again with Zari's army. And then the two of them, I think, will go after the Halfling Necro together. So for now, we'll put them here, and these big beetles will have to catch up. Don't mind having them around, though. I really did need more units down here. So we'll wait on his level up for now. We'll get him undying as soon as I can to give him some measure of protection. So I don't want to be having to true resurrect things when I want to be focusing on unit summons. Now this city's up to 39 gold per turn now. And I think I actually am at the point with it being a town where I'm okay with switching over to just basically permanent merchandise. So yeah, that's all this city's going to do from this point forward. And this city, I do have some other plans for it. We'll let that housing finish. And then I think what I'm going to do is make the Builder's Hall when that's done, so that I can build High Elf settlers. This comes to comment from Impregnable, and I guess it's okay to talk about it now. I was going to do it between turns, but basically, Impregnable did point out that at, well, I can actually show you guys. In the Diplomacy menu, if you go to High Elves, at their final upgrade, all Elven cities with the Great Temple upgrade gain 5 casting points. This would be crazy good for me. I almost always pick the Elven Archer support units ignore line of sight penalties, but in this specific game as a sorcerer, that one's far more useful, especially if I build a lot of elf cities. It's one of the few ways in this game that I don't think there actually are any other racial abilities that give you casting points. I don't know, maybe the Draconians do, maybe. They seem to be kind of a wizardly race, but I'm not seeing it in here anywhere. It might be, oh wait, your leader and all your Draconian heroes receive. Okay, so Draconians can get it through their champion economic. But yeah, that's a pretty rare boost to be able to get. So I'm definitely going to be going for that. All right, I think orcs are happier with me now. That's good. That should have boosted this city's. Well, they're very happy, but they'll be very, very happy next turn. I never did clear this. Yeah, it's probably not really that important, but maybe I'll... Oh wait, you know what? There's haste berries right there. Hang on, I'm just gonna auto this. Turn off spells in auto combat. Really? I lost my shock trooper in that. Auto combat always gets me in the end. Well, that's annoying. I liked that guy. Whatever. I'll give him another pet eldritch horror to ease his suffering. You can go there. Bring you back up. I didn't even think to check what was actually in the inn, but that's okay. There's actually another unexplored Hall of the Forefathers over here. You know what I'm gonna do? I've got enough units on the front line right now. I am gonna give this guy another Eldritch Horror, and we're gonna auto combat this. I want to be careful how much... Wait, who's spreading? Oh, it's the Archangels. They hit gold rank, so they're spreading grassy, happy land everywhere. That's not exactly what I want, because I don't have any Wait, hang on. Maybe I do. I have a Heart of the Glades. Okay, never mind. I do have that, so it doesn't really matter between that and the Heart of the Arctic. My map is going to look like a mess. Like just a painted mess, but that's okay. Cast spell, I want another Eldritch Horror with this guy. Please and thank you. Enjoy. Then go in there and mess it all up. I don't want to auto that. Okay, Wand of the Mage, Bane Fire, Pendant of Holy Chalice, gives Touched by Faith. I like that item. I think I'm going to take that. I already have that one on him. This can be sold, I think. Yeah, I'm going to sell that. This I actually think could be handy for somebody. Depends on who, though. Who could use a Touched by Faith item? You know, Artica actually doesn't have another jewel item. Maybe I'll send it her way. Cool. Yeah, I like those items. Plus 2 resistance is a lot of resistance in this game. It's expensive to get resistance. And he's going to have the Melody of Oblivious Harmony, which I should put in there right now, probably. Okay, close that. Alright, you're doing good, bud. Thank you for breaking those things. And I think you need to go this way now. Back towards that other... Well, what's the fastest way? The fastest way to that Lich Castle is actually along the road, which I guess shouldn't be surprising. The rest of you head north, and I'm going to probably say guard this city. Oh, there's definite bad things in the area. Looks like a bone collector and a couple of those cadaver birds or whatever they are, carrion birds. Question is, where did they come from? Doesn't appear to be anything on that tile, so it must be up here somewhere. Unless it's leftovers from something I've already cleared. In any case, I probably need to take care of that. So... Alright, well, I'm going to bring up more troops to help out. And these guys are kind of in my way now. Well, now they're just going to end up dying because they're in my way. I don't think we need a tiger. It's something else that my warlord could clear. Oh, auto-completed production of Magic Academy here. Okay, so Grand Palace. Oh, I already heard the production of the Grand Palace. Okay, so we knew about that. Another Firstborn is done here with one more on the way. I'm going to close that. Oh, wait, hang on. I actually think there's 2 more on the way. There's that one. I was going to make a full stack of them. And then send them that other way. Okay, so the Prospector... I'm going to actually keep making some more of these guys. I'm going to queue that up for some more. They could be nice on the front line with all their buffs they're getting out of the city. Well, specifically with killing momentum. I feel like I'm getting to a point where my money is far more plentiful now, which is very nice. Okay, we got that item. That city's working on its item, so it's got stuff to do. This goblin city needs growth as fast as I can get it. We'll do 4 for now and then re-examine how many more we need to get that in its borders once it grows. The village of Yaka Ulth. Okay. Exit this turn. Hang on, which one is this? I'm looking at the map and I'm getting confused. I think... Okay, this is not the one I was thinking it was. This one is further... This one is far north of Zari. Okay, for some reason I was thinking that was this one right next to Zari. Too many Tigran cities all packed underground together. Oh yeah, and there's my Raven, because I tricked those Lost Souls on the last turn, so I'll take that 134 gold. Thank you very much. And we'll just continue right along our merry way. There's another city up there, so I can meet them. Hasteberries, a lot of good stuff around here. I'll pick that all up on the next turn. Nuxprom sold what it was working on, or sold the observatory. I'm going to put it on merch for now. Wait, because it sold the observatory, does it keep the Grand Palace? Because that's a prerequisite for the observatory. Okay. Yeah, that would have sucked, actually, if I had sold the observatory before building the Grand Palace, because then I would need to have rebuilt it in order to finish the Grand Palace. But no, we're good. So I'm going to put you on merch for, I'm going to say 2 turns, and then we'll check up on you 1 turn before you grow, because we might need to build a settler in there. Hopefully not, though. That city's still finishing up what it was doing. Eagle Scout's got a ways to go. Okay, if he goes here, he could still get on the mountain. He could get on that mountain, which I like better. We're just doing a big loop around the halflings area. He's actually kind of coming close to the Tigrans area, which he could help scout out. That would be great. Alright, I've got a number of other units to move around here, including my leaders group. We got to start pinching in towards elsewhere. It looks like I am being followed over here, by the way. Should be... I killed her on the last turn, so she should be in the void for... Well, we can look. Elsewhere... It doesn't actually tell you how many turns left, but it would have been 3 on the last turn, so it's probably 2 now. We're going to assume it's 2 now. Exit diplomacy. Alright, so we'll come back to that, but I'm assuming that at the beginning of turn 64 she will be back, would be my assumption. Because it would have been 3 turns from the moment of her death, which was turn 61. So I'm going to throw it on a save here, and we will pick this up in the next episode. This one might have gone a bit long because I don't think once today I've actually properly kept track of the time. But I hope you guys enjoyed anyway, even if it did go a little bit long. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as things start to really pick up here. I know I am. I'm very interested and excited in seeing how this all turns out. I love this stage of the game where it feels like it's all on the line. So I hope you guys are enjoying. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Sarah Feingold, Spanglefan, Tarsak, and Tibby and Army. Thanks so much, everybody.